Back for another weekly forecast. I hope that you guys enjoyed the last one. If you have questions or if there's something that you definitely want me to go over in the future, please put it in the description. Let me know. We'll be happy to go over some of the things that maybe you don't understand or want a little more clarification on. If you do like what you are watching and you've been continuing to like what you watch, please like, share, and subscribe. So let's just jump in so that the video is not too crazy long today. I am going to be starting on the monthly time frame because we did start into October. So let's just immediately start with AUD on the monthly. As of right now, based upon the past, it's going to start to look a little bit shaky in this direction. I personally, right now, it looks like you could possibly get away with maybe a couple of trades, maybe on the short end, going for in the bearish direction. However, because it's so streamlined and so straight down as of right now, I would probably wait until some type of pullback. Otherwise, you could be seeing a really deep pullback. So like, for instance, if I were to grab this guy, let's grab it on the. So right now, it's sitting at a really big candle. I would probably wait for a retest around this area before even trying to get in a long position, because essentially it could go up here, stop you out, and then head back down anyway. And that's not what we're trying to do. So in my personal opinion, if you're looking at AU this week, that is what we could see happen. We could also see this space right here turn into support. And then you could see it possibly come down here, hit down here, and then head in an upward direction. Maybe come back down, retest this area, and then go back up. So that's what I'm looking at when it comes down to AU. I do not plan on putting in any position on AU. Let's switch over to EU. I'm still in on my position on EU, as you can see. If you look right here, you can see I've been in this position for practically the whole month. But I refuse to get out of it. I'm not getting out of it until I see like a clear sign of when it's necessary for me to actually get out. So I'm going to hold with EU. Let's go back to our monthly. And then we're going to squeeze this guy up so that you can get a good view of what has been happening or what has happened over time. Grab all of it so that you can see it. There we go. So for me personally, because of where we were in the past and how it is, I expected to see and continue to kind of expect to see a little bit of conjunction here. And then I expected to keep fighting this area right here before we head down to maybe about here. And that's going to be my stopping point. And then that's possibly where we could see the trend ending. Yeah, I'm only going to be holding till about right up in this region. So that's what I'm looking at. I know that a lot of the contracts that the banks had, the amount of short contracts were almost about the same as the long contracts. So it can cause a little bit of confusion, but I'm sticking to what I have until I get a signal up here of it not being able to hold and then breaking through this resistance up here, and then I'll be looking at a short position. That's for EU. So USD JPY, as you know, I haven't been really messing with USD JPY, and that's only because of what it has done in the past. We haven't seen it go this high in the past. Now, I am not 100% sure on exactly how you would go about that, especially if it's something that we haven't seen happen in the past. It does look for right now to be possibly going or continuing to go long, but you could see some sideways action for a little while or what have you with USD JPY. But again, this is something that I'm not really looking at, only because it's never reached these marks before. Like, it had already kind of overdid or kind of went past our previous marks, where I thought we were starting to pick up a little bit of history and we could kind of use that to trade in the future. So when it comes to USD JPY, I won't be using or doing any type of moving around in there. So we are going to skip over to USD CAD. USD CAD looks like it is setting itself up for some pretty decent positions in the long direction based upon the past that it had. And what I mean by that, I'm looking at this guy, like in this section, when it comes down to where it is. From right now, I still, it's funny because in my personal opinion, I'd be waiting for it to get past this level right here in order to make a long, but by the time it gets past this level in order to make a long, it's already gone. You missed the trend. So it just depends on your trading level, how confident you feel in terms of taking this trade even before it hits to that level. But again, too, we could see some consolidation in this direction or in this area, and then it bounce down to retest and then go straight up, and then, you know, through this level down to retest and then back up again. So for USD CAD, I'm looking at a possible long position. I'm still very much into the position that I have when it comes down to Euro USD. So I was trying to wait until I can see a little more of that play out before I actually take another position on a different pair. But that's what I'm kind of looking at there. Let's see, we're gonna go to, let's shoot over. I did not like kind of pre-check these out before, and I know I try to do that before the video so that they're not super crazy long. But let's check out GBP USD. Now, when it comes down to GBP, I think that the direction that we could potentially be looking at is in a long position. I'm not 100% sure. I haven't even looked at this one. So let's take a look. Based on what I see right now for GBP, it could really go either way. So when I look at the monthly, I always look to the past to see what was happening in the past so I know what to happen or what to do in the future. This is a very strong rejection. So what I would say, let me grab my highlighter here, with it rejecting kind of off of this level, I'd have to see it get past here in order to go for a short position. Otherwise, what you could see, let me grab my highlighter again. Maybe that's too thick. That's okay, it's fine. Otherwise, what I'm thinking is we're probably going to see a lot of consolidation in between here until it's able to break out here, come back down for a retest, and then up as far as it's going to go. So we'll see what happens throughout the week. I don't have any plans for GBP, so there is that. Let's try and look at USD 30, or excuse me, US 30, sorry. So US 30 doesn't have as much history because it hasn't been on there as long. So let me stretch this baby out real quick so we can see what's going on. Okay, so this was a previous note. I'm gonna just go ahead and remove real quick. Okay, so on the monthly, as of right now, me personally with a smaller account, I would not use longer hold times when it comes down to US 30, because US 30 will eat your ass alive, like for real. Like if you're not careful, it will snatch up your account within seconds, literally. So I don't have an account that allows me to trade US 30 as of right now, but I will in the future. And once I do, I'll definitely start to trade live so you guys can see kind of what I'm doing. I'm more so going to turn this into a scalping strategy when I go to trade US 30, because I am not going to hold this shit for no weeks at a time, days at a time. I'm thinking probably like on the 5-minute time frame, and then we'll go from there. I'm probably not going to be holding it super long because, again, when with US 30 getting so volatile, it will literally eat your account. But as of right now, we could see a little bit of consolidation probably happen right here. Let me grab my, so I'm thinking consolidation, and then if it struggles to break through, I believe what looks like a level as of right here, based on from all the way over here. Sorry that that's not exactly straight, but it's more so a level. If it continues to try and break, because I can't see it trying to break through this this 30,000 right here anyway. So as long as it stays below here and it continues to keep trying to break through this level and use that as resistance, you could see it going for shorts. So that's just my bias on US30. That is pretty much my time. I'm going to try to keep the video super short today. If you guys have questions, please do not feel hesitant to reach out in the comments, and like, share, and subscribe if this is something that you like. I enjoyed you. I always do. I am going to be cutting back and actually doing just the one weekly forecast video for now until I can get a better idea on my schedule when it comes down to making a video that has some helpful content in it. I hope this was helpful. Thank you.